Anyway, I'm glad you're back. I really need your help.
Oh, why? What's up?
Well, I have an audition for this play, and for some of it I have to speak French, which, according to my resume, I'm fluent in. Well, so will you help me? I really want to be in this play.
Okay, so repeat after me. Je
Je
m'appelle.
Pelle.
Great. Okay, faster. Je m'appelle.
Pelle.
Je m'appelle.
Me poo-poo.
I find it amazing that most people in the world try at least once to learn a foreign language. Alas, too many people have discovered the unnatural way to learn languages, mainly because of school. This year, I'm taking Spanish classes in high school, and I'm proud to say I can't comprehend Dora.
Hola, soy Dora. Can you find where
At least I know the subjunctive perfective mood of the verb gustar.
I don't remember
At least that's useful. Another thing that I wish more people would do is to keep learning their chosen language for more than just a few weeks. Unfortunately, most people give up the first occasion they get. Among the ones who don't completely give up, there are many who stop everything but Duolingo or some other random app. I'd like to say it's better than nothing, but it's really not. Not on its own, at least. Learning a language isn't as hard as the education system taught us. It follows a few simple rules that, if kept for as little as 3-4 months, could open your eyes to the possibilities. Keep at it for a year, you'll have conversations without sweating profusely. There's no real order to this list, all points are valid as the others, but above all, it's their combination that makes them strong. Tip number 1. Spend 15 minutes a day. Most people say they're busy when, in reality, they spend half an hour sitting on the toilet while scrolling Instagram or chatting about the last meme they saw. No matter what life you live, you have 15 minutes. Maybe you haven't noticed them, but they're there. And even on the very worst days, you should spend a minimum of 5 minutes on the language. If you can, 30 minutes a day will get you further much faster. Tip number 2. Listen to the language. Even if your only goal with the language is to read it, you still need to listen to it. Why? Because the vast majority of us read the language out loud in our heads. If you cannot hear the language in your head, you'll improve much slower. You must listen to the language as often as you can. If you can, watch your movie and TV shows in the language, even if it wasn't produced from the country of the language you're learning. Dubbed content is fine. Tip number 3. Practice with others. Same thing as above. I don't care if you only want to read or you only want to understand the latest TV show. You should practice the language with others if you want to reach true fluency. It will help you get a better handle on the language. Learning isn't only a passive task, you have to be active. Speaking to others, whether native speakers of the language or people also learning it that are at the right stage, will give you an instant feedback and may even increase your motivation to learn. This tip should only be done once you can comprehend your target language very well. Remember, you have to input the language through Immersion first, before giving any output. Check my Refill Discord video so that you can join the best community of language learners, specific to the language you're learning. There are many natives that can help you too. 4. Review everything. Yes, everything. If you can, setting up a flashcard deck with Anki could be a great way to review anything on the go. Without review, you're bound to forget everything quickly. The regular review makes learning easier. Check out my video on setting up Anki flashcards for language learning. Remember to not skip a day of review. 5. Review your why. When you start the language, you need to have a reason for doing so. If you didn't have one, choose one now or accept that you'll give up at one point or another. But finding your why isn't enough. You need to review it often too. As you learn, your why will evolve. Your goal may change completely. It's fine, but you need to notice it so you can adapt your method as you go. If you can, a quick review once every 2 weeks is a good start. I do mine maximum every 2 months. 6. Learn the culture. Stop thinking about learning the language and learning the culture are two separate things. If you want to learn a language, you need to learn about its culture. It's important as the next grammar pattern on your list, if not more. Whatever happens, study the culture regularly. Certain resources even teach the language through simple texts or videos about the culture. Those should be your best friends. For me, learning the culture gives me great amounts of motivation. Tip number 7. Learn the script. Okay, this one only applies if you're learning a language with a different script than yours, but it still deserved to be said. No, you can't learn a language without knowing how to read it. At least not if you want to reach a high level. Sometimes a script might seem the same, but it actually isn't. Look at Spanish, for example, with its ja sound instead of a j sound for the sound of jota. Learning the script of your target language is one of the first things you ever learn. It's a foundation, so make sure you know it thoroughly. 8. Reflect on your progress. It's easy to lose track of the progress you've made, even when you've made a whole lot of it. That's why it's important to regularly look back and notice how far you've come. If you choose one resource as your specific tool, then go back to its first lessons and notice how incredibly easy it's gotten for you. Remember the movie conversations you struggled with and how you can handle it without breaking a sweat. Look back at the past books or TV shows that you once had a great deal of ununderstandability, but now it's gotten easy for you. 9. Use context. Context matters so much more than the famous language learning apps let you believe. It's much easier to remember a word for run in the middle of a story where a wolf hunts a little boy than in a sentence like Adam runs in the forest. Get context as often as you can. Read short stories and graded readers. Watch movies or TV shows. Listen to podcasts. Experiment, but always with context. 10. Challenge yourself. A boring routine is the death of a language learning journey. You need to go outside your comfort zone and try new things once in a while. You don't need to do anything crazy, but anything that shakes things up will be useful. If you feel that children's show is getting easy to comprehend, then try to find a bigger task. I wouldn't be where I am today with my German without the countless challenges I've given myself and the ones that fell upon me. 11. Learn the grammar. I know this one will be controversial. Some people think it's pointless and you'll learn it naturally through enough exposure. I agree, you will. But knowing the basics, such as the sentence structure and key grammar patterns, will do wonders. It'll help fasten the beginning of the journey. After that, do as you prefer. I personally don't enjoy learning additional grammar because it's boring.
No.
After that, do as you prefer. I personally don't enjoy learning additional grammar because it's boring. 12. Have fun. If your language learning journey is nothing else than studying and studying, you're bound to give up one day. You should always include a part that is fun in your language learning sessions. This can take up any form. Play a game in the language, find something interesting, such as finding cool and engaging immersion materials, talking to friends when you're at the stage of inputting, as well as listening to music and reading very interesting books. You need to make fun a major part of the journey if you want to keep doing it. 13. Trust yourself. Too many people start learning a language while thinking they can't do it.
I can't do it.
They remember their experience at school and they already know they'll give up soon. If you truly want to learn a language, you have to trust that you can do it. Always remember the trust virtuous spiral. Trust builds confidence, confidence builds motivation, motivation builds consistency, consistency brings results, and results brings future trust. Don't make the same mistakes as all the people who gave up learning languages do. Don't just try these tips, do them as long as possible. And I challenge you to not fall in love with your new language. You don't have to be part of the bad side of statistics. You can learn a language without giving up. You don't need talent. You don't need to study hours upon hours every weekend. You don't need to live in the country. All you need is consistency and time, and all of the above should help you get them. Enjoy, and I can tell you, it's a magnificent journey to walk.
Listen, this is my hard drive, and it only makes sense to put things in there that are useful. Really useful.